Alright everybody, I do apologize for the audio up front. I'm trying to figure out my Elgato HD60 for the PC. I have to use the live commentary. However, I went on a dive this weekend and I tried out two different devices. The first one is this filter kit right here. As you can see, the price right here for the Hero 3, which is the camera I have, is $10.98. That is what I paid for it. It came with everything that it claimed to have. Apparently that was the wrong button to push. It did come with everything that it claimed to have. However, this little section right here was not on the actual box itself. So if you didn't know about it, it is in here. You just got to find it. And let's see what else. That is all they had. So overall, this product is a good little product. It fits, it works. Please watch the rest of my review to understand why I'm not too thrilled about this product. The second product I reviewed was this hand strap right here. It's the only part that I got out of my order. I thought I had ordered the whole set, both of these. Apparently I did not. So it's fit, it did what it claimed to have done. However, I do not, and I will say it again, I do not recommend this for anywhere that you will be using this system and have a potential of dropping it and losing it. So if you're just doing a trail or something like that where you're not real close to an edge, that's fine. Hopefully your camera case is really sturdy. I was not happy with this at all. I regret the purchase of this, but at the same time I don't, because now I know. So I do not recommend this item.
Alright guys, so here we are post dive. I'm using the AKASO EK5000 camera to record this time. I'm not using the GoPro. So this is kind of new. I don't have the app on my phone yet, so I can't really see what you guys are seeing. So I'm standing off to the side and hopefully I can get some of this stuff on view for you guys. So first thing that we reviewed on this dive was the filters. The filter that I used was only this one. It's the dark red one. Unfortunately, it was the wrong one for this dive. But post dive, what I found out is, I'm not sure if you guys can see it, there's a huge crack right here. This clip side has been cracked off and it goes all the way up and around. It even gets a crack through here. The only thing I can assume that is from is when I was taking it on and off trying to test the filter underwater. I am not sure if that's what caused it, or if when I jumped in it broke, when I got out it broke. It could have been a number of things, but unfortunately I'm going to have to order new filters because this is definitely not going to be usable. I did tie a small tether off on it so I didn't lose it. That stayed tight when I was swimming underwater and stuff. I didn't lose it, and I kept taking it on and off, and there's parts of the dive where this thing was just flopping around like this in the water. So it worked out really well, other than the fact that that was definitely the wrong one for the dive. The other thing that I used, or tried to use, is this glove style mount for the GoPro. Great idea, great design, definitely not for diving though. Before I even got a chance to get in the water, I struggled getting this thing on. The way it mounts is you've got Velcro on this side, the actual loopy parts, or the hooks. You got to bring it around, strap it, disconnect all of this, bring it through here, all the way up and around, back down, put it through here, back and around, and then that's not going to fit my hand with a glove on, or even without a glove on for that matter. So to show you what I mean, this is what I had to try to do one-handed while wearing diving gloves to try to get this thing on and go like this. I'm out of strap now, and it hasn't even made it through the second loop. So this design is great. Practicality for diving, not so much. Practicality for anybody that has any type of a hand larger than a child, not going to happen. So that was the first failure. The second failure was I didn't even get a chance to get in the water yet. Had my camera on here, and now mind you, with the GoPro to it, this thing has a pretty low base already. Now you turn around and you add a GoPro to this thing, and I've got the battery backup on it, so it's a little bit bigger than just the GoPro and everything else. Now you got a pretty high stand with it. You got a little bit of weight. I didn't even get a chance to get in the water, and it falls off. I mean, this thing falls off super easy. I can try to clip it back in there. Okay, it's in. You can see it's spinning. This is just definitely not something you want to rely on in the water. It falls off way easy whenever it's got the GoPro on it itself. I mean, I took it under. I was able to finally get it set up. I took this part off, put it inside of a bag, jumped in with this, the mount part hooked to me, got in the water, got comfortable, got to the bottom. I sat there for a minute. I hooked it. It fell off. This is not designed for diving in any shape or form. It might be okay above water when you're not really doing anything. You're not moving your arm. You're just kind of taking pictures with it. Maybe. But the actual idea, I like. The retaining piece for the swivel needs some fixing. That is not going to work for a diver whatsoever. And then this housing, I love it. It works out well. I'm pretty upset that it cracked and it broke, but there's not a whole lot, I think, manufacturing wise that they could do to change that, because I was taking the filter on and off underwater. It could have hit a rock or something because we were diving on a reef, so that's a possibility. This camera, well, you guys can see for yourself. I'm recording it with this camera. I'm not using the GoPro. You can see my GoPro's right here. So you guys can judge the video yourself. I've got it actually in upside down mode, so we'll see. I also used this camera specifically for the road pictures I took. If I put it up there, the vlog that I put on after the dive. But this was the biggest upsetting piece, was the glove, because my first dive where I decided I wasn't going to take it because I didn't have time. My partner was already in the water and I had to either decide to take it or not take it. I didn't want to lose it, so I chose not to take it with me, and that happened to be the time that we seen 2 octopuses and a freaking eel. I was pretty upset. So I don't know, we only hit 58 feet this dive, so I very well could have taken this camera, but I didn't take it. So my mount wasn't good enough to be able to do it. Next dive though, I will have both of them. We'll be able to compare it side by side. So that's all for this video, this little review. I will add some of my dive stuff to this, and I also will hook up the Elgato HD60. I'll show you guys the things that I'm reviewing on that I purchased. and we'll go from there. So, bad idea, great idea, but wrong filter for the dive and a little bit of manufacturer issues. This will speak for itself. It's the camera we're using. So thank you guys for watching. Please stick around for the rest of the video for the actual dive itself and a handful of the things we did get to see. And have a good night. Thanks for watching.